What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me for another Pokemon VGC video today, where I attempt to climb the online rankings and try to become a better competitive battler as we go along and commentator. Because in the last couple of episodes, I've been just completely disappointed in myself because I made some bad plays because I'm trying to commentate as I'm trying to play the video game. And actually today, I picked up like 6 wins today just to try to climb the rankings so we can play better players and get out of the 1400s. And I ended up picking up 6 wins today just playing off camera and just trying to get my ranking up. And it's just I actually I saved those videos because I may actually compile the video, just make a like a summary of how well I play with this team when I'm actually not commentating and actually concentrating. But that's besides the fact. We have to become a better commentator and a better battler as we go along in these videos, and that's with these videos, that's the purpose of these videos. So we're using the same team as we have been all week. This is my New England Regionals Trick Room team, and if I am not as good as a commentator as I am in the other videos, it's because I'm extremely tired right now. I just got done working about 13-14 hours, and I'm recording this right now late at night because I do want to get content out and I do want to get daily uploads out. So hopefully we do well, as tired as I am, and I'm actually going to be using my phone instead of writing teams down so I can actually concentrate on who I'm going to be leading with and stuff like that, instead of just taking 30 seconds to write the team out. Normally I would do that in a tournaments. I'm completely in focus mode, so that's that's the difference. So we actually did pick up 6 wins today and 1 loss, so we did climb the rankings a bit. So we're at 1558 right now, and I'm just going to play all of my games on this cartridge. I'm not even going to mess with my Alpha Sapphires cartridge. I'm at like 16 something in that cartridge, but I'm just going to do this because this is where my capture card is in. So we're just going to keep on doing this. So we have a 1603 rated player from Japan. Let's see what team he has right here. Quick picture. He has an Amoonguss right off the bat. He has a Zapdos, he has a Heatran, he has a Cresselia, a Mega Kangaskhan, and he has a Rotom Wash. Now, my team is not generally, but definitely weak to all the Rotoms, especially Rotom Heat, because, I mean, the only thing I could really counter Rotom Heat probably be my Lapras, but it could also Thunderbolt it. But then I have my Rhydon, but then he could just Hydro Pump it with Rotom Wash, and then he could just Will-O-Wisp it with Rotom Heat, and I could just get off, what? A cut power, attack power, Rock Slide, which won't KO it, and it's just going to get residual damage off. Well, I can't talk today. Holy crap. Whew, I'm so tired, man. Alright, so maybe I'll actually go to sleep after I edit this video, so. Anyway, we got to start picking our Pokemon. This could be, I think this is going to be a speed controlling team. I think it's going to be a speed controlling team, maybe like Icy Wind Cresselia and the Tailwind on the Zapdos. Also have the Trick Room option with the Amoonguss. Zapdos not being the fastest bird, legendary bird. It also could, it could benefit from the Trick Room. Zapdos can definitely benefit. I mean, I have Charizard on my team. Charizard benefits from the Trick Room, especially Heatran benefiting for it as well. So right off the bat, I mean, I feel like he can either leave it as Kangaskhan, Zapdos, Kangaskhan, Cresselia, just get either Trick Room off or the Tailwind off, and also fake out. He can even fake out my Trevenant being scrappy before he even Mega Evolves. So I'm kind of in a predicament right now. I've been battling Kangs all day. I don't even know how many Kangs I battled all day. It was a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my Scrafty in there, get the Intimidate off. If he wants to fake out my Trevenant, that's okay. I'll Drain Punch his Kang. And I'm trying to think what my last Pokemon would be. I guess I'm going to pick my... I don't know who it picked. I think it's picked my Lapras. That's what I was going to pick anyway. I'm just basically... I just waited until the last second to pick my Pokemon there, just trying to basically explain why I'm picking this Pokemon. Normally, I would have just picked it in like a minute. So, as much as I may screw up in these videos, that's not how I actually battle. But he does lead with the Zapdos, and he leads with the Kangaskhan. Probably going to... Okay, so this is what's going to happen. If he... Alright, he can... This is what happened a couple of times today, actually, where Talonflames led. We had, what other Pokemon? Suicunes led with the Kangaskhan's. We had plenty of Pokemon leading with the Kangaskhan's. Kangaskhan fakes out my Trevenant. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to trade fake out with the Zapdos. Can't get off the Tailwind. The following turn, I'm going to Trick Room. This Kangaskhan can't touch my Trevenant. at all. That's why I love Trick Rooming Ghosts. I originally had Cofagrigus on my team for the Trick Room option, but it wasn't putting in any work other than just setting up the Trick Room. Trevenant can actually do a lot of work with Harvest ability and with that Wood Hammer against those water types that actually do cause trouble to my team, especially when the sun isn't up. So what I'm going to do right now is, if in case he doesn't, on the off, I can't talk right now. Let me pick these moves, and then I'll explain what I'm going to be doing right now. In the off chance that he doesn't fake out, he's going to fake out my Trevenant. So he doesn't want the Trick Room to get up. That's okay. We're going to trade fake outs right now. In the off chance that he didn't fake out my Trevenant right there for any reason, which reason, well, I don't know. I was going to get a Trick Room up for free. So what I'm thinking right now is that he's just not... He's probably going to go for a Heat Wave. I feel like he's going to go for a Heat Wave. It's not going to KO my Trevenant. Or at least it shouldn't KO my Trevenant. This Kangaskhan can't do anything to my Trevenant. So right now, Kangaskhan has basically, you know, two options. Either switches out, Mega Evolves, and goes for the attack on the Scrafty, or he could protect. He could protect. I've been seeing a lot of protects on the Kangaskhan, so I'm just going to go for another Trick Room. Whatever this Zapdos wants to go for, it's not going to KO. It could possibly go for the Taunt, but I am actually unclear whether or not this Zapdos gets Taunt. It's not a typical move that you see on Zapdos, so that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for the Trick Room. He's probably not going to go for the Tailwind. He's probably going to double up into the Scrafty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect with my Scrafty, avoid any potential damage, especially the Power-Up Punch. I don't want this Kangaskhan to get a free +2 while I try to set up the Trick Room. So let's see how this turn wants to play itself out. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Protect on my Scrafty. It's not a typical move, so he's probably just going to double down on my Scrafty. Can't really hit my... he's going to go for the Heat Wave, so it's perfectly fine. It's just hopefully he doesn't get the burn. It's not going to KO my Trevenant. It did actually a lot of damage, so we actually may have an Expert Belt Zapdos. Probably Expert Belt. So he's going to go for the Crunch! The Crunch! What Kangaskhan carries Crunch? That's the first time I've ever seen that. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, it seems like every single time I'm doing these videos, I am seeing absolutely insane teams that I've never seen when I'm battling just on, you know, off camera. I'm on camera, I'm seeing these insane teams that I never see before, and I don't expect these moves that they actually do. But that's actually a really good move to have on Kangaskhan, because, I mean, these ghosts absolutely wall Kangaskhan. I mean, he can't do anything, so, I mean, he probably has Crunch over Sucker Punch, which is a really, really good move. Because everyone expects Kangaskhan to have Sucker Punch, right? What's going on in this video already? Fortunately, my Charizard's not going to be as fast as his Kangaskhan. I actually could front that. But I'm gonna have to go into my Charizard. I mean, he has the Zapdos. Fortunately, I didn't bring the Rhydon. Rhydon would have been a good option in here. I didn't even think about that. But I mean, there were so many things that actually could just counter my Rhydon. Being the Moongus, the Heatran actually could counter my Rhydon. Even though I could Earthquake it, Heatran should just get off a Flash Cannon or a Earth Power. And the Rotom Wash as well could just one-hit KO it, even with the Eviolite and nearly max special defense EV. So I have no option right here. I have to go for the knockout onto the Zapdos. Zapdos being the biggest threat to my Charizard right here, and to my entire team. But it's probably going to have Expert Belt. I don't think Thunderbolt would KO it, but with the Expert Belt, I don't know the calculations, to be completely honest, and I don't even know whether or not it's going to outspeed. It probably will, because this is a Trick Room Charizard. And I'm going to go for the Drain Punch into the Kangaskhan. So it's going to withdraw the Kangaskhan. What is he probably going to go into? I mean, he's probably going to go through Moongus. Ah, the Cresselia. Okay, so that's a good move. That is a good move. Didn't really see that coming. I thought he was just going to stay in with Kangaskhan, but he probably thought my Charizard would be faster with the Kangaskhan. He doesn't want to take an Overheat in the face, so that's a good switch out. That is a good switch out, because Cresselia would have taken this Overheat fairly easy. So he's taking advantage of my Sun, which is a good play on his part, but I kind of figured he would just went straight into the Thunderbolt into my Charizard. So this should KO the Zapdos, actually. So that's going to KO the Zapdos. So I don't have to worry about him thunderbolting my Charizard, but the position I'm in right now, at -2 with my Charizard, so it's not going to be doing anything against any of his Pokemon, so he's probably just going to throw his Kangaskhan in there so he can get the priority. Rocky Helmet. Good item, good item, good item. So, no Citrus Berry, no Mental Herb, nothing like that on this Cresselia, so it's probably not a Trick Room Cresselia, so I'm going to expect the Kang to come out, because I can't really see any of his other Pokemon coming out except the Rotom Wash. This Kang's going to come back out, so he's just going to fake out. I'm trying to think here. This Cress can do some damage with a Psychic. Probably bring me down to about 60% health. Thing is, though, does he go for the fake out into my Charizard, or does he protect for my Charizard and go for the fake out into the Scrafty and then just double down on Scrafty with his Cresselia for an Ice Beam? Kind of in a predicament right now. Or it could actually Ice Beam, get the double hit and then reduce my Charizard speed, because he probably thinks I'm faster with my Charizard, even though I'm not. I'm definitely not faster. Even if this Kangaskhan was adamant max speed, it's still faster than my Charizard. My Charizard has one speed stat over a adamant max speed Bisharp, just so I can get the overheat on it before the Trick Room goes up. So, the position that I'm in right now, he may just go for the fake out onto my Scrafty. If he does that, okay. I mean, I can't really do anything at this point. I gotta go for the straight up attack. So, I am going to be faster than this Kangaskhan. So, this may be a bulky. Wow, that's a bulky Kangaskhan. Even at -2, that should have done way more damage than that. So, he's probably going to go right into the Charizard. He's going to go for the Scrafty. Okay, well, that's a good move, because, I mean, I could have Drain Punched his Kangaskhan, even though I just went for the knockoff in this Cresselia. This Cresselia being a major threat to my team. So, not Icy Wind, but Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave being a good move on the Cresselia, so that's going to slow down my Charizard, and pretty much look like it's going to be game. It's just such a shame that I play so well off camera, and then for some reason I get on camera, and either, you know, I screw up because I'm trying to commentate, or I just play complete teams out in left field. Like, these teams you'll never ever see. I mean, hey, these teams are actually good. It's just that you never ever see them, so you're not prepared for what they have to offer. Like a crunch into Trevenant. Like, who the hell would have seen that coming? I didn't. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully in the next battle that we're about to do, we do a lot better than we did in this one. And you know, you can't win them all, so that is Pokemon. And just trying to think what I could do right here. I can't even switch yet, so I mean, I can't really do much at all. So I'm just gonna go for, yeah, I can't do anything. So I'm gonna go for the Sun Boosted Heat Wave and Dry Freeze Kangaskhan, because the Cresselia is just being a wall right now. So it's gonna low kick my Lapras. That's a good move because it's just gonna knock it out, and getting a critical hit. I don't know whether or not the critical hit mattered. I mean, I do have a defensive Lapras, so I kind of feel like I would have taken that a lot better than I should have. I'm going to get the Heat Wave off, but it's not going to matter. It's not even going to knock out the Kangaskhan. It's not going to do anything to the Cresselia. And that's just going to be game. So I'm just going to forfeit the next turn. Good game to my opponent. So let's try to do better in the next battle. So again, good game to my opponent, and hopefully we can pick up another win for today, so we can keep climbing the rankings, and you know, you're gonna lose one, you're gonna lose them, you're gonna win them, but I'd like to win. But in the position that I put myself in, working 13 hours and trying to record and commentate a video, that's not going as well as I would hope. So let's hopefully find a team that we can beat. Oh man, I hate losing VR. I hate losing VR. That record stinks. That record stinks. I did so well last season, and then this season I'm just pooping the bed. Alright, so 1471 player from Japan again. Is everyone up in Japan? Like, what time is it right now in Japan? Isn't there a 13-hour like time difference? So I guess they're up right now. So it's like 9 o'clock in the morning in Japan then, or yeah, because it's like 8 p.m., 8:30, whatever here. So, all right, we're going to have a team. Sand team. Yeah, we have Sand team. What is that freaking poison bug thing? What is that? What are we, like, what What teams are we facing? We gotta climb out like of the 1500s, 1400 range because this is really getting like on my nerves. It's deliberating to lose to these teams. But we're gonna have T-Tar, possibly Scarf T-Tar, because it's gaining so much popularity in Japan, and even Aaron Sabatrang Zhang just basically showcasing on his channel. Everyone's probably like, let me try that out. So possibly Scarfed T-Tar. We're gonna probably see Mega Sceptile. We're gonna see the Slug thing. We're gonna see the Chinchino, the Hydreigon, and I think that's like Dustox or something like that, but I have no idea what that thing has to offer. Does it even get Rage Powder? Does it get Sleep Powder? Like, what's going on here? What is this? I don't see this thing ever. So let's try to see what we can do here. Unfortunately, overheats and heat waves aren't going to be super effective into the Sceptile because it gains a Dragon type of typing, and Tyranitar is just going to completely destroy the Charizard, and Hydreigon actually walls the Charizard very well. And, I mean, Charizard's not even a good matchup in this whatsoever, so I don't even know if I'm going to bring it. He's probably going to leave with the Hydreigon, possibly the Hydreigon, and either Chinchino, the Encore, or the Tyranitar. So, just the off chance that he doesn't go with the Tyranitar, I'm going to go with my Trevenant, try to get the Trick Room up. I'm going to go with my Scrafty. Trying to think of what else can actually do well here. I'm going to go with the Metagross, and, oh, well, I mean, I guess I'm bringing my Charizard. I gotta pick way faster than I am right now because I'm just, like, leisurely playing right now. I'm like, oh, let me take forever to pick this thing. I wanted to bring my Lapras, but unfortunately it looks like I brought my Charizard, so we're gonna have to fight around that because I wanted to bring my Lapras for his Sceptile because Dry Freeze is going to be 4 times super effective. His Hydreigon, his Tyranitar, even though he gets the Sand up, but you know he may have not even brought his Tyranitar. So I really hope he brought the Dustox because I want to see what the hell that thing does. So White Herb on the Hydreigon. What a waste of an item. Why would you lead with a Hydreigon that has a White Herb, knowing that I possibly, you know, all the time may lead with the Scrafty. Scrafty is generally a lead Pokemon because he gets Fake Out, and you know I have the Trevenant on my team, probably most likely trying to set up the Trick Room. So not very good item to put on a Hydreigon. Usually you would see Specs, Scarf. I don't know. So that's kind of weird. So that's a waste of an item right there. So it probably has it for Draco, obviously, but trying to think right here. He's probably gonna Dark Pulse my Trevenant. I don't even know if I have anyone to switch. No, I don't have anyone to switch into a freaking Dark Pulse. Well, that sucks. Okay, so in the off chance that I actually survive a Dark Pulse from a freaking Hydreigon, I'm not even going to go for the Fake Out. I'm going to go for the... So he goes for a Flamethrower. Okay, so I was kind of hoping he went for like some kind of crazy, like, stupid move. And that was a crazy, stupid move. He should have definitely went for the Stab Dark Pulse right there. Even, like, potentially gotten the KO or the Flinch. And I'm just going to go... Because this thing just... Well, I can't believe that actually worked out and happened. And I'm going to get a Drain Punch off into this Hydreigon. Probably bringing it down to at least half health. Oh, and I survive. I survive with my Trevenant after this turn. Can I get off a Citrus Berry? Can I get off a Citrus Berry with this Harvest? No, I can't. Well, that was actually a very good turn 1. Kind of questionable as to why my opponent went for a Flamethrower into my Trevenant when the most common move on a Hydreigon is Dark Pulse. And Dark Pulse having the ability to one-hit KO my Trevenant. I don't know whether or not it does. Probably does. I would only imagine it does. And going for the Flinch. I mean, I don't understand that play. I kind of feel like I caught a lucky break that I shouldn't have on that turn. I should have definitely been KO'd right there. Would have never gotten the KO on the Gastrodon. And he would just be up 4-3. And I would be down shit's creek without a paddle. So he's probably going to go for the straight up KO into the... Yeah, he's going to go for the KO into the Trevenant. He could probably go for some type of move into the Trevenant with the Chinchino and just Draco my Scrafty. Draco's not going to KO my Scrafty, so I'm actually going to Drain Punch. I'm going to Drain Punch the Hydreigon. So he is actually going to stay in with both of his Pokemon. So he's going to Tail Slap the Scrafty. Oh, no, 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 no. Please don't tell me this is a King's Rock Skill Link Chinchino. Please don't tell me that. I'm going to flinch. He went for the Flame Flower. And I break through it. Okay, so that's actually something. I ran Chinchino with a King's Rock and Skill Link in singles a while back. And Tail Whip and King's Rock, you literally have 5 chances to flinch a Pokemon on a single turn. And almost every single turn, I flinched a Pokemon. I mean, I remember coming back like 3-1 with just one Chinchino, kept like tail slapping everything, and I just kept continuously getting flinches, and it was just absolutely insane. But he is going to bring his Tyranitar in here. That is not good news for my Trevenant. If I could get the Trick Room up with my Trevenant, sooner than later, I can actually outspeed this Tyranitar, go for a Wood Hammer onto this Tyranitar. And this Tyranitar probably would not be having a very, very good day if I do that. So, I wonder what I should do here, because he's going to go for a Crunch onto my Trevenant, and he's going to go for another Tail Slap onto my... I don't really have anything to switch into. That's really unfortunate that I don't have anything to switch into. I could switch into my Metagross, but Metagross is probably going to take at least half. He's going to be down half health. And this Tyranitar has a very good chance of outspeeding my Metagross the following turn, just to follow up KO. So I'm actually going to go into my Metagross, and I'm going to Protect. I'm going to Protect right here with my Scrafty, just basically to preserve my Scrafty even further and possibly switch out on the following turn. So let's see how this wants to work out. He's probably going to go for the Crunch right into my Mega Tyranitar. Okay, so this Crunch is not going to be received very well. And we now know that this is not a Scarfed Tyranitar. So I'm going to Protect with my Scrafty. Let's see what he wants to go in here. This Tyranitar has no reason to go into my Scrafty. So he's going to go for the Tail Slap. And he's going to go for the Rock Slide. What? Hello? Hello? What was the reason for going for a Rock Slide? It wasn't even going to KO my Trevenant at that range. Or at least it shouldn't have. My Trevenant's pretty damn defensive. I'm pretty confident that even from a Mega Tyranitar, a Rock Slide wouldn't have KO'd it if it connected with it. So, the question that remains right now. I do believe I will survive a Crunch from Mega Tyranitar onto my Metagross, and then I just want to get a Iron Head off into this Metagross right now. For the off chance that he goes for the Tail Slap into my Scrafty, which is stupid because now I have my Trevenant to switch in, and it's not going to affect it at all. He's not probably going to do that. I don't know what his Chinchino wants to do at this point, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Hello? Hello? Okay, so he's gonna go for the Earthquake. I mean, okay, that's fine. That's gonna do, like... I thought it was actually gonna receive it a lot better than that, but... a non-stab Earthquake. Okay, non-stab Earthquake. So, how much damage did I actually do? So, I'm gonna survive. Yes, I am gonna survive. Very, very good. Very good. But unfortunately, this Trevenant may get knocked. Well, he will get knocked out actually from the Sandstorm. So, I'm tempted to go into the yeah, I definitely want to go into the Scrafty because he only has 2 Pokemon left. I didn't even realize he had 2 Pokemon left. Like for some reason, I felt like he had 3. So the Sandstorm's actually going to run out eventually. The thing is, so, yes, you're seeing this. You're seeing this right now. I'm bringing up a freaking calculator. So, 187 minus 97, 90. So I can take another Earthquake. Unless it gets a crit, on the off chance that it does get a crit. No, I'm going to put in my Scrafty in right there. It's going to reduce his attack, so this definitely shouldn't KO. Again, unless it gets a crit. But Scrafty just being so useful for my team, getting the Intimidates off, spreading the Intimidates around, and fortunately enough for myself, he has 2 physical attackers. So he's going to go for Protect into the... That is perfect! That is... I couldn't have asked for anything better than that. But he goes for the Tail Slap into the Trevenant slot. So he probably was expecting me to go into the Scrafty, but again, it's not going to do anything, so... Okay, so I'm gonna. He already protected with his Tyranitar. So what I really want to do is I want to go for. He's gonna KO me with the Tail Slap. Perfectly fine. Go ahead and do that. Unless he double protects and actually gets it, I'm gonna get the Fake Out into the Tyranitar. We're gonna see no Earthquake. No potential damage off in his Metagross. This Cinccino can't do anything to the Metagross, and I'm going to get an Iron Head off and KO the Tyranitar. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Scrafty, I love you so much. Probably, I've been battling with Scrafty so often, and I absolutely love him. He finds a way on my team every single time. You know, even though he's slow, he still finds a way on my team. I love him so much. Alright, so this is definitely going to KO, so it's just going to be the Cinccino left, and I have the Charizard in the back. Charizard will get rid of the sand and just completely demolish this Cinccino, unless it gets flinches, but I can't see that happening against 3 Pokemon right now, and especially the Metagross being on the field can't do anything to it. So, let's see what he wants to do. Is he going to forfeit? I don't know. Go ahead. I'll give you my Scrafty. Match was forfeited. I was gonna say I'll give you my Scrafty, but that was an unfortunate first turn for my opponent. He should have never in a million years went for the Flamethrower onto my Trevenant. Don't really know why he would do that in the first place. Like again, I've been saying the entire video, he has Dark Pulse. He definitely could have went for the Dark Pulse. If it didn't KO, it had a chance to flinch my Trevenant, especially if he thought I was going to be setting up the Trick Room. But I mean, I don't understand that play again, but I mean, this is what's going to happen when you're playing the players in the 1500s, 1400s, or the I don't really want to call them less skilled players, because they can have unfortunate losses like I do and not play as well as they should in each match. I mean, Unfortunately, you're to get losses, but I mean, if you're a good player, you should find a way to the the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and the 1900s, and that's what I'm hoping to do throughout this entire season. And I'm just going to play with this game cartridge, but I am finding a lot of holes in my team and a lot of weaknesses in my team. Actually, I believe his name is the Battler Jack. He commented on my previous video saying that I shouldn't have a water-type Pokemon on my team, being Lapras. And now that I'm starting to think about it, Lapras is actually takes neutral damage to Fire-type attacks, and I have the Sun up, which isn't really very beneficial. But yet again, Lapras, the reason why he found himself onto my team is that if the Sun's not up, he's just a very bulky type Pokemon. He gets left off lefties. He can completely and absolutely wall water type Pokemon. He can completely destroy Loaded Callout, taking a Gig Drain fairly well. He can destroy Politoed. He can completely wall Suicune. It's kind of why I put him on my team, but I actually didn't face any Suicunes in any regionals, and I didn't find much use for Lapras, except Lapras actually picked up a KO on a Landorus that I faked out, and he took out a Politoed. So that he did do. That she did do, but I'm starting to think like I should maybe put like a Rotom Heat or something like that on my team, and I don't know. Rhydon, maybe not the best Pokemon I'll put on my team, because it just takes so much damage from grass types and water types, and there's so many grass types and water types in the VGC metagame. But Scrafty definitely putting in work. Trevenant definitely putting in work. I originally had, again, like I said, Cofagrigus on my team. Then I put Chandelier in there, and they were just getting completely walled by Heattrans, and Heatran was just putting in so much work against my team. That's kind of why I put a Rhydon on there. But again, Heatran can just Earth Power my Rhydon, even though it won't KO it. But Yes, Heat Wave is super effective against my Trevenant. Why am I putting a Trevenant in the sun again? It gets Harvest, obviously. So if there's any type of Pokemon that isn't a fire type, Trevenant would just completely put work in the sun. So that's it for today's episode, guys. I really appreciate everyone that put up with this freaking episode and my shit content I put out there, but I'm very, very tired today, so I'm actually going to end the episode on this. So if you want to suggest Pokemon that I want to use in the following episodes, I will give you credit for it in the following episodes. If you want to put a team down in the description, or if you don't want other people to know the EV spreads of the team, you can always message me through YouTube. So that's it for today's episode, guys. I will be back for another episode, hopefully tomorrow, the following day, and we should be getting better at VGC and commentating. So I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye-bye.